Made. Consequences need to be faced.
Oh boy, making choices isn't easy, and situations at school can be tricky. I mean, who likes a bully?
And more importantly, who likes to preach? I barely have time to run away from bullies.
In moments like this, let's take a moment to pause and think about what would Arjuna do? What would Krishna advise if we were at school, work, or at play? Let's see if level 7s have something to tell us. When people think about Hinduism, they think about ringing bells, doing puja, and eating prasad. But that is not what is said in the Gita. Nowadays, Hinduism has become nothing more than a bundle of sacred superstitions, where people are instructed to adhere to a certain way of talking, eating, acting, and other things.
But is that not what Hinduism is? Is that not what the Gita says?
The Bhagavad Gita is an essence of our philosophical teaching. Why don't we just show you what the Gita is instead of deciding what it is and what it is not?
Hey, how's everything been going? Like, how's
School's been pretty fun recently, but academically I've been slacking off. My friend keeps distracting me and I can't seem to get my work done.
Well, I guess it's true that our friends influence us with how much time we spend with them. But if you think about it, we spend most of our time with ourselves, right? So I guess that kind of makes ourselves our own best friend and worst enemy, which is why we should take ownership of our lives. Like the Gita teaches us, we should lift ourselves by ourselves.
You mean if someone does not succeed in life, they have no one to blame but themselves?
What do you think? Can you blame anyone for your failures?
Well, based on what I've seen on scrolling and what other people say, I would say yes, but based on how you're asking the question, I'm guessing the answer is no.
Everyone is responsible and in charge of their own lives.
But how do we even take charge of our own life? Where do we start?
That's a good question. Let's see what Bhagavan Sri Krishna has to say. But in our Gita, we're taught to practice moderation in our sleeping habits, eating, work, and our daily activities.
युक्ताहारविहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः
It takes great sense control. When was the last time you were easily able to control your senses?
What do you mean?
I mean, let me just show you.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I really shouldn't have slept late last night. Oh, looks like I still have 30 minutes left until school starts. I might as well go back to sleep. Oh no, I'm late. I better get going.
Me, this is the fourth time you've been late to school this week. What's your excuse this time?
Sorry, I slept late last night.
Oh, but you have to understand, punctuality is very important. Why'd you sleep in?
I was just doing the homework you gave us last night.
Well, you have to understand, studying is very important, of course, but not at the cost of our own health. So if you were rushing out the door this morning, what'd you have for breakfast?
Sorry, I just grabbed a Pop-Tart and ate it on my way to school.
A Pop-Tart? Well, no wonder you're so tired all the time. Listen, I have a challenge for you. This week, try to sleep on time, eat on time, and then set aside time for relaxing and sleeping. So, I think you'd be a lot less tired if you did all that.
Thank you, Mr. Taro. I'll try that and let you know how it goes. So all we have to do is control our food, our sleep, our work, and our entertainment? That sounds a little too good to be true.
Again, like I said, it takes great sense control. Can you tell me the last time you were easily able to control your senses?
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
I mean, let me just show you on the projection.
Hello, Dr. Sharma speaking.
Hello, doctor. Can you come to my house? It's urgent.
Yeah, of course. What's happening? Is everything okay?
Well, everything's okay, but I'm calling you because of a medical emergency that will shortly be happening.
What sort of medical emergency? And how do you know that it'll be happening shortly?
Well, okay. So my neighbor had a birthday party yesterday, and then they just dropped off some chocolate chip peanut butter ice cream, and I'm having it as we speak right now.
Wait, what? Don't do that. You're highly allergic. We've already had to call an ambulance 3 times before.
Yeah, but you're my favorite, and I'm only calling you to let you know that this will be happening, so what's the harm of reading it?
I'm on my way.
Oh.
यदा संहरते चायं सूर्मोऽङ्गानीव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
Well, now that you mention it, it kind of does make sense. When I started watching Netflix, I could never force myself to watch just one episode. My mother is the same with video games. My father can exhaust the entire world's supply of sweets and still want more.
One who has mastered their senses can achieve great things in life. But waiting for that one to master their senses, we get old. Mastery of our senses allows us to develop mastery of our mind. And mastery of our mind allows us to achieve the greatest goal in life. Okay, I think our time is up.
Wait, but Gurudev, you didn't answer my original question. Is Hinduism not just about ringing bells and doing puja?
Do you really need to ask that question? If you haven't figured it out yet, you aren't thinking. Think about it. And don't go ask that ChatGPT fellow. Hariom.
And what are you up to? Do I hear you singing?
Yeah, I like what we heard on that show. That was a fun too, don't you think?
Oh, wait till you hear who we have coming up next. Her voice and poetry has mesmerized everyone for years.
Wait, are we doing blind auditions for The Voice?
No, I'm about to introduce our final guest today. Known for her absolute devotion to Lord Krishna, she is a poetess, singer, and a saint in her own right. She is here to help us close the show on a high note today.
Oh, welcome Mirakaji. This is... This is such an honor.
Oh, I'm a huge fan. That was one of my favorite bhajans. My grandma taught me that as a kid. I always wondered, what inspired you to poetry and music?
He is divine.
You decided this as a child? How old are you? Don't you miss doing other things?
I was all of 4. My mother told me that Lord Krishna was in my heart and I was his. That's all I needed. Why would I miss doing anything else? I play with him, I sing for him, and I devote my life and have deep, unconditional love for him. The love of a child is pure, and I've learned so much from surrendering myself at his feet at all times.
True, but I have heard the king and his men tried to kill, burn, and even poison you. Weren't you scared? You didn't give up.
When the Lord is with you, there's no to fear. Even the poison tastes like sweet nectar. Have you seen a child fear anything? Unless we teach it to them. They know nothing better.
Mayor Baiji, you're so right. Our sisters are so innocent, so pure, and they always have a different connection with God.
Indeed, when you rejoice in the name of the Lord, He uplifts you. Sing, dance, chant His praises, then you'll see how He takes you on a joyous ride. Let's see how she...
Our Shishus indeed have a very special connection with God. Their minds are so pure, they can beautifully imagine and create the most loving bond with Bhagwan. Throughout their years and time in Shishu Vihar, our little gems develop a deep love for the Lord. By singing and dancing to simple yet divine bhajans, performing short hands-on puja, listening to captivating stories from our Puranas, games and fun activities, they learn that God loves them, they love God, and God is always there for them. And love the Lord will be with them throughout their life. And no matter the path or challenges they walk, they will never forget the faith that they fostered at this tender age.
This year, we learned very simple and logical terms how strong yet gentle Lord Ganesha is. Devi's presence everywhere in nature, Lord Rama's compassion for all, and how Bhakta Hanumanji jumped across the ocean. How Krishna lifted the huge mountain to help everyone. We learned how to dance like Lord Shiva and sit silently like him too, amongst many other things. Most importantly, we also learned about our dear, dear Gurudev who loves all of us. Children are not vessels to be filled, but lamps to be lit.
Which makes us Gurudev fills us with mukti, which makes us